Sometimes this system of white supremacy will have you crying. Treat us bad. But we know for a surety that there's a God somewhere. We know for a surety that that God is inside us just as much as it is outside of us. We know for a surety that our ancestors and elders gave us a tradition. They said we believe in the teachings of our elders and our ancestors.
Yes, go ahead.
That the Creator God created the universe. That's a mighty God.
Come on now.
Created the universe in all life. Not some life, all life. And placed in each of us a part of the divine spirit, living in us and through us. Has placed us on this earth and given us the right, the responsibility, and the power to establish peace and justice in all human life and true harmony with all creation. Our way is not a random path. Our way is not merely ritual or belief. It is a way of life.
Yes.
Now that distinguishes us from some others. Some other people act like being religious, being spiritual, doing something is just a one-day-a-week enterprise. Our people didn't necessarily go to churches the way we think about churches. They didn't always go to temple. But they always had spirit on their heart. They were humming a song, trying to get through that hard work day at Miss Ann's house. I know my grandmama hummed. Because she hummed to keep from cussing that white lady out. I know that. I know that's true. I know my grandfather had a song in his heart because some white man probably rolled up on his property talking about where's his such and so.
Yeah.
So all I'm just saying is that, our grandparents and them, and them is a proper word. Like,
That's right.
proper English, and them.
And
Y'all know what I mean.
Yep.
Grandma and them are the best examples of being African because many of them were self-determined. They grew their own food. Many of them, everybody I know in my generation, grandmama and them had a deep freeze.
Yep.
They had one in Strong, Love, Wabasika, Doomer, all them little places, Brinkley. Because they wasn't sure what was going to happen. So they said, I'm going to put enough food away for a little while. And I can't ever recall getting a time when my grandmama got to the bottom of her deep freeze. It was probably some food that was 30 years old. It was some neck bones or something down there. They just say, that's for a rainy day. So we give thanks for the example of our ancestors. We give thanks for their strength of conviction. That's what I'm going to use as a theme today, the strength of your conviction. And the ancestors posed a question to us. They said, will you be a man or woman of eternity? Not a man or woman of today, of this hour, but of eternity. I'm going to direct you to a passage that's page 31 of the Hosea. You have a Hosea next to you. It's from the book of Kuna Nuke, as Malani Karinga calls it. Brother Raymond Davis and others said a better translation is the book of Ku Inan Pu. And Ku Inan Pu is a man who was a spiritual man. You've heard this story before. He was a spiritual man. And I don't mind repeating the story every now and then, because when you're in the Christian church, they repeat the story of Daniel a whole bunch. I bet if I ask you right now, what's the story of Noah? You can tell. If you grew up in that tradition. If you're a Muslim, you know the story of Muhammad. And going to Medina. So there's some stories that need to be repeated. So that you can repeat it to your children, your children's children, right? But this story is a man who was on his way to the market. He was on his way to sell goods to get food and beer for his family, nutrition for his family. And an evil man, even back then, and early times in Kemet, down in the earliest time, there was still some evil people. Or as our ancestors would say, people who were doing evil things. They never see the person as evil. They said but the person had evil behavior. That's something we need to know about our children. We don't know bad children. But we got some kids that behavior is not up to the standards of mine. So let's be clear about that. But this man, Nimtinach was his name, he said he saw Kunan Pu on the road with all of his goods packed on a donkey, and he had control over the road. And he said, if you pass this way, you bet not. And that's a Afro-American translation. You bet not step on my cloth that I've laid across the road. That's right. Kunan Pu looked at it. he had to think about what he was going to do because he couldn't go back home without going to the market. He's already halfway out on his journey, out on the road. Sometimes you're on your journey, you can't turn around.
That's right.
Sometimes you can't turn around.
That's right.
Sometimes you made this decision about going forward, you just got to go. So Konan Poo was making his way, and then tonight thought, what can I do to get this man to give me all of these goods? And he came up with a plan. And you know, people that do evil got plans. They got schemes. White supremacists got plans for you. They operate 24/7 with a plan. We might not have a plan, but they got a plan. Ashe, that system has a plan. Well, Neptunite said you can't cross here. And so Konan Poo looked up the hill. He sees a field of wheat. He sees a little narrow path, the kind of path we used to see down Arkansas, like, you know, by side of the river. You know, ain't no paved road. It ain't even no red dirt road. It ain't even no gravel road. It ain't nothing. This is a little trail. And he sees a little trail. And he said, well, maybe I can make it through that trail. So he takes his donkey up on this narrow trail, and his donkey ate one piece of grain, one wisp of wheat. And Neptunite seized on that to take all his goods. And so the story of Konan Poo goes on. I'm not going to go through all of it today, but that idea that an evil person, a person doing evil is in your way. So what do you have to have? You have to have strength of conviction to do what you're supposed to do. You can't get caught up in what other people want you to do if it's not correct.
Right.
You got to figure out what is your conviction. What is the thing that you're supposed to do? And Konan Poo said, he said, my course is a good one. Sometimes when people and things get in your way, you have to have a little proverb in your head. A little saying. Something that maybe your grandmama said to you, something you read somewhere. Konan Poo said, my course is a good one, Baba Jeff. He wasn't going to let this man make him lose his religion. He wasn't going to let this man with evil schemes turn him from his mission. What is the strength of your conviction? What is the strength of your conviction? Let's read this together. Passage number 2. We're just going to read the first paragraph. A mortal man dies along with his dependents, but will you be a man of eternity by your righteousness? Is it not wrong when a balance tilts, a plummet strays, and the straight becomes crooked? Lo, justice has fled from you, driven from his place. The judges do wrong, and right speech has become one-sided. The judges take what has been stolen. He who should set matters right make things go wrong. He who should give breath chokes one who is on the ground. And he who should make breathing easier makes one gasp for air. The mediator is a robber. And he who should destroy need commands his creation. The town is its own floodwater, and he who should combat evil commits crimes himself. See, the ancestors are profound. Because you could take out he and put in any number of names. You can put in 45 here, right now. You know that, idiot. You can put in his name right now. One who commits, what does it say? One who should be, the one who's supposed to be, based on his constitutional job, the one who's supposed to be carrying out the law is breaking the law. The one that, you know, who should be doing right is doing wrong. The one who should have correct speech don't know how to talk right. Taking what has been stolen. One who should set matters right makes things go wrong. On the southern border, in D.C., wherever they are. One who should give breath chokes one who is on the ground. There were some fine people in Charlottesville. On both sides. With the tiki torch. One who should give breath to one on the ground and should be making breathing easier makes one gasp for air. The mediator is a robber. The one who should destroy need commands his creation. Shut the government down for 35 days. A bunch of people needed that government to be open because a bunch of people worked for the government. Didn't get no paycheck. I don't know how many of us in this room could go without 2 paychecks. I don't know. I ain't calling no names on that one. I just know. Somebody here look for that paycheck every week. Every time that pay period comes and that direct deposit happens, you get on your bank account and say, did the check hit? Did the money get deposited? Or somebody sending you some PayPal. You looking on PayPal to see, did I get the money? Venmo, Zelle, whatever it is, the cash money. Money. I'm just saying. The strength of your conviction. in Black History Month, we have an opportunity to reflect on our ancestors' lives. We keep reminding ourselves of these important dates. Started the Journal of Negro History in 1916, Carter G. Woodson and his colleagues.
He's good.
And then 10 years later, they started Negro History Week. And it's become Black History Month and African Heritage Month and all other names that we put on it. I happen to be up at Chabot College. I always know I'm in the right place, but I see Baba Tony Jackson in the space.
All right.
He was there. And they asked me to come do the libation for the celebration, and I was pleased. Dr. Stacy Thompson, who is administrator there, they put on a beautiful program, and it was about, I don't know, 60, 70 students there. It was a good number of students there. I was pleased. Because I've been in Black History Month programs, it'd be like 10 people and about 40 chairs. And you're trying to get the energy going, right? But it was well attended. And Brother Lasana Hotep, who was one of the administrators at Skyline, one of the instructors there, did the keynote on Living While Black. It was a good presentation. We're going to have to get him to come here and talk a little bit. But he talked about Woodson's choice of February, because see, we get caught up in these little meme-like narratives about we get the shortest month of the year, blah, blah. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on. Dr. Woodson picked that month for a particular week for a particular reason. It was between the birthday of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. Because in his time, Abraham Lincoln was seen as an ally to the race. He was like when people talk about being a Lincoln Republican, that's what they're talking about. Somebody that, at least on the surface, Lincoln was a great politician. Let's be clear. That's a whole other thing. True. But he did do something that helped our folks. So anyway, he talked about the fact that Black History Month was selected for that reason, and a fact that I didn't know, and I always appreciate it when I learn something. You know, I hope you do too, when you learn something, right? He said the reason that they picked that month was because of those birthdays, and then the Association for the Study of Negro History and Culture, they decided we're going to do research March, April, May, June, July, August, September, November, December, January, and in February, we're going to show the research. We're going to show what we learned. Now that's powerful.
That's powerful.
What do you think about it? It wasn't just no celebration. It was like, this is when we're going to share new information about our culture, our people, so our children will be proud, so we'll have better self-esteem, so we'll be able to move in the ways that our ancestors moved. There was a reason for it. That conviction that he had, the conviction that he and his colleagues had, produced good that we still benefit from.
Yeah.
Will you be a man or woman of eternity? Woodson is a man of eternity.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that if we're gonna be in this condition of where we are, even if we all went home to the African continent, if everybody in the diaspora went home, whoa, what a glorious day that would be. Get us out of here, come visit here. That'd be kind of cool, Bobby Scott. You know what I'm saying? But what if we all, and 100 more years from now, 200 years from now, we were still celebrating Carter G. Woodson's work. He's a man of eternity.
Yes.
What is the strength of your conviction? You know, we're in a crazy time. We're in a crazy time. First of all, obvious to us don't seem so obvious to other people. Putting on blackface was always a bad idea. Even when Al Jolson did it back in the 30s, whenever that was, it was a bad idea then. It was a bad idea in the 80s. You got people talking about the 80s like the 1880s. That ain't that long ago. And they talking about, well, it was the 80s. It was a bad idea. It was racist then. It's racist now. Now, what I find interesting about the governor of Virginia, it's been interesting to me because he's in a picture with somebody in blackface and somebody with a Klan outfit on. They more attention on blackface than the Klan outfit. I'm like, when y'all gonna say something about that part? But that part was in full effect. I mean, that, you know, putting on blackface is one thing, but burning crossing somebody's yard and lynching somebody is a whole other matter. Anyway.
Just saying.
Conviction. It is with this conviction that we study the rich heritage of our people. That's in our faith statement.
Come on with it.
What is conviction? Conviction is a deeply held belief that stirs action.
Come on.
You gotta have all parts. Deeply held a belief, and it makes you act. When you have a conviction about something, people don't have to tell you you need to do something. You know you're gonna do something. Now you may work with other people and figure out how you're gonna do it, how you're gonna do it with others. But a conviction is a deeply held belief. It's core to your being. It's in your body. It's in your spirit. It's the thing that gets you up in the morning.
Yes.
going to ask the question. Think about it for yourself. What is your conviction?
Yes.
What do you believe in deep? What do you believe in that you will act on? Because if you don't have a conviction, I dare say, you don't have a reason to live. Dr. King said it. It's one thing to die for the people, but it's something else to live for the people.
Yes.
You got to have something that you want to live for, that you would live hard enough that you would die for it if you had to. What is your conviction? What do you believe about your life? What do you believe about the lives of your brothers and sisters? What do you believe about the people in these encampments, our unhoused brothers and sisters? You have a conviction that that's wrong? That's like enmity, that's evil? Playing itself out, and what are you doing? We got a box back here and we ask for contributions. Every week we got to ask for contributions. That box should be overflowing.
Yes. Yes.
Your conviction, a firmly held belief or opinion. It's a view, a thought, an idea, a proposition, an article of faith. We talk about it in these terms, a person's political conviction. Adam Clayton Powell said this is a great quote. He said, mix a conviction with a man or woman and something happens.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Adam Clayton was an interesting person. He got some stuff.
He's all right.
But he's all right.
Yeah,
He was all right. He had a conviction about African people. A conviction is a quality of showing that one is firmly convinced of what you believe or what you say. Your conviction lines up with your words. And your words gonna line up with your actions. If you don't have a conviction, you're subject to do anything.
Yes.
You're subject to rationalize any kind of behavior.
Yes.
Quick. And make it seem like it was okay, Bob. A conviction is something that has certainty, assurance, sureness, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Yes.
Ashe? What is the strength of your conviction? Will you be a man or woman of eternity? A conviction, it might be about you. It might be about your physical appearance. It might be about your weight. It might be about keeping your body fit and toned. You got to have a conviction, a deeply held belief in your own health. It might be about your mental health. It might be around some self-concept. We should all have some conviction about our spiritual growth. Like a conviction that says, I am going to pray every day. If that works for me. Or I'm going to drum every day. Or I'm going to dance every day. Or I'm going to sing a song to the Most High every day. I'm going to do something with conviction every day. Not when I feel like it. Not when I get around to it. A conviction is what a deeply held belief that serves action. You can have a conviction about your family, about how you're going to raise your children with high moral values. With my kids, and well, I got one of them is here, so she's going to tell the others I said this. I actually care more about their morals than whether they eat every day. Be honest with you. I mean, I do. Because the food is going to come around. Food is going to always be there. Then they're going to eat what they want to eat. All that. Right? I say. But I want Jalea and Adia to both have high moral values and standards. And when they go off into the world, it's like, you can't run no game on me because I know what true justice, righteousness, order, reciprocity, balance looks like.
Yes.
So I don't have to guess about it.
Yes.
Somebody in some dark place is sometimes trying to convince them of something they're going to do. Because that conviction going to kick in. They're going to be like, I remember when Mama Fine and Baba Greg said this and that. No. Ashe. Sometimes your conviction is about your community. I love the East Oakland Collective. These are young millennials out here doing work on behalf of our community. Feeding people, clothing people, housing people, and putting up a good legal fight around them. Ashe. I love the conviction of these three sisters on this picture.
Yes.
Some of y'all might not know this. I might just put it in front of the camera for a second. This is the original.
Yes, it is.
The original.
Yes.
The original. This is Ileoma Day. This is the original Ileoma Day. Mama Jasiri, Mama Oyi, Mama Okanona. What year was this? This would have been 80. It would have been 84. Shanaka was born in 84, so probably like 87, 86, 86, 86, 1986. Y'all recognize some of them faces. Mr. Naga Hodge, Quabana, Ife Tayo, and Jaleel.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original conviction. 30-some years later, we still doing it, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Right, EA. Conviction.
Yes, she is.
She look real young, but that's her.
She's on the right side.
That blue dress.
Right below my mouth.
Oh, man,
So we gotta have a conviction about our people. That conviction, same kind of conviction that Harriet Tubman had. Same kind of conviction that Queen Nzinga had. Same kind of conviction that William Monroe Trotter had. Same kind of conviction that Anastasia had down in Brazil. So what happens when we act on a conviction? It's a basis for making a contribution to eternity. What happens when we act on the strength of our conviction? We can be remembered in a libation. What happens when we have strength of conviction? There'll be stories that will be told about what we did. What happens when you have strength of conviction? It's like Thurman says, commitment means that it's possible for a person to yield to their nerve center of their consent. In other words, your whole being will support you in pursuing that conviction. It's like the same conviction that the brothers and sisters had in Memphis when they said, I am a man. I'm wearing that shirt today, and honor them. Some people don't even know what this shirt's about. I had somebody come up to me and say, well, you're a man. You look like a man. It's like, okay, let me explain to you the history of this shirt. Yeah. And they were carrying placards that said, I'm a man, because they were being treated like less than human. Yeah. The men and women, well, men, it wasn't women, men who were collecting trash in Memphis were being treated in subhuman ways. That was the basis for the protest back in Memphis in 1968 that Dr. King responded to. Have a strength of conviction. Mix a conviction with an African and something happens. Will you be a man and woman of eternity? Mix a conviction with an African, a conviction will manifest as work, study, fellowship, and prayer. Have a conviction, it'll manifest as prayer, meditation, and peacemaking. Have a conviction and have a strength of conviction that will manifest as true justice and righteousness. Have a conviction that manifests as love, as life, as prosperity, as health. Have a strength of conviction. Don't be a mortal person. Be a person of eternity.
Yes.
Be a person of value. Be a person with strength of conviction. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe, please stand with me, please. We close out. A couple of announcements for the week. Mama Darnishi out here. You want to announce the fun raiser on Friday?
Dominoes and Bid List this coming Friday, and we have a very special edition. We will, what did Mother Marsha come up with that nice fun, play, and dip or something. We have Sister Rahima who has her own, and she is going to be doing tasting of the wine